Howdy, Oxby.
I'm in the records room.
Sounds good. I'll be in there in a second.
All right.
Bye. Howdy.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Better. I will say that. That's good.
Good.
Hit me with what you got.
So it's I've asked Ruby to kind of reach out. I have a bit of a military background. However, I have been around for like the last year, and I've seen a few iterations of TRT, and I just haven't seen them get much steam. So I asked her regardless to reach out to some of the I guess people that have been around and were in TRT before, when people always talk about how great it was and stuff like that, and I've never seen that. So she's gotten a handful of people, Eli as well as Stubble, a couple of others as well, and kind of picked their brain around things, as well as Jimmy Frost. One of the big things that I've kind of seen so far, and I kind of want your take on it, is and if there's anything we can do about it. One of the ways that they used to do training for breaching in range days is they would run training situations where they would have a breaching team and then a defending team, and they would run against each other. And they would do that using rubber bullets, which, as I understood, we weren't ever supposed to use. However, I know that recently in a Marshals Academy, they used them. I don't know if we can do that or not, and if we were to do that, what would the restrictions around that be? Because we've got.
I mean, realistically, personally, I don't take much issue with it at all. Well, actually, there is something that comes to mind.
Yep.
Okay, slight issue.
Sure.
I will have to email you regarding it.
I figured. Yeah.
But actually, if you wouldn't mind, send me one. But if this one thing could be avoided, it wouldn't be a big deal at all. I take no issue with it. Additionally, a lot of people don't realize this. We have that warehouse down by the docks that, from my understanding, was intended to be used for TRT.
Yes, that is kind of what I've talked with Ruby about, and potentially having that kind of training only in that warehouse. But I don't know if that gets around the problem or not.
Well,
I see, and I think that's one of those things that we could handle to that point. It's just it's opening up the possibility of it, which is great. I get that.
Yeah, 100%. That's the primary. This is the primary issue. There likely could be ways around it. So we'll figure that out. But most importantly, if you're asking if I'm okay with it, yes, asterisk.
Right.
Exactly. As long as people aren't specifically going out of their way to do that, and they are being used solely as the rubber bullets, and obviously, if you get shot with these rubber bullets enough times, you're going to end up on the ground.
Yep.
You might have bruise rips. Who knows, right? Like, ensuring that people are available to assist these people afterwards and whatnot. Like, I personally see no issue.
Okay.
Additionally, and obviously this is going to have to be run through Pred. Pred's obviously going to need to provide his insight on this as well. But
yep.
I think it would be worth finally putting some time into getting that warehouse sorted out.
Yes.
Because in a single property, now full disclosure, we were talking about it the other day and potentially considering setting up not another police station there, because it's off-putting, but like a meeting place where people aren't going to be listening in the fucking hallway, or in Pred's current intercom room. Because I don't know if you know, Pred went with the lowest bidder. He claims he went with the first available, but I'm convinced he went with the lowest bidder because we're not getting our bonuses. And
agree.
It's now the intercom room because you can hear fucking everything from anywhere. It's atrocious.
I was having a meeting there, and Maxwell could hear me at the elevator. So
yes, and that's not even an egregious example. Like second floor in certain areas can hear you.
Jeez.
But yeah, realistically, if we finally put that building to use, we could, you could have the setup of, say, who the fuck knows, like a common 24/7, in you know, a small portion of it. Additionally, you can have something set up similar to, countless different sort of settings that we deal with, right?
Yes, as well as allowing a squad lead, if possible, to set up their own thing, so then breaching wise you can go into an unknown building and then it actually teaches you the tactics because you don't know what's behind the door.
100%. I mean, obviously there is, like, you know, the little area next to Merryweather and whatnot, but like that only goes so far.
It works for a week or two until people memorize it.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. However, the memorization is actually kind of key in certain aspects, right? Like 24/7s, like the layout of those are exactly. Or Fleek is like, all of them are very common.
Yes.
And if we can avoid doing those things in person, in public, and limit it to inside of a warehouse that we have access to that's currently not being utilized at all, 100% we should do that.
Okay. Cool. I mean, that was kind of the intention, was to restrict that kind of training to only there, but then also using TRT, because I don't want to gatekeep at all, including TRT training like this for even academies. As far as let's go over the basics.
I don't see why not.
You know what I mean? And then, hey, we're going to use rubber bullets, because that would dramatically increase the engagement in academy. And that's kind of what I'm worried about. Is I've done a breaching course without rubber bullets. No one attended and no one paid attention. It becomes too theoretical, and even when we try to do it with tasers, same problem. I don't really know how to work around it beyond doing this, because people just don't. I cannot maintain their attention otherwise. That's kind of the problem I'm having.
Yeah. There was also how do I word this? Years ago we had paintball guns.
That was brought up actually, was paintball guns. I don't know if we have those.
I don't know if we'd be able to reobtain those, but if we could, that would be a solution to my primary concern.
Yes.
Which realistically, most people aren't going to care about, you know, but like,
it only takes one to fuck it up, and then to yap it to everybody. I get it.
Yep, that's that. If that can somehow be avoided, whether that be the explanation of consequence if they do dumb shit,
that is
as in like straight up you're fired. Like it is going to be that level of severity,
and you're probably going to federal prison. You're going to Guantanamo.
The possibility certainly exists. To hopefully drill it in their mind not to do dumb shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I take no issue with it as long as there's that general understanding. They're not dumb.
That is a matter of time before someone tries that shit, though. To your point, like, someone will be stupid and do that at some point. So,
well, it sounds like someone's going to be fired.
Yep. And we'll handle it when we get there then. But I that completely 100%.
I would hate to not do it at all.
Right.
And you know, prevent us from having a good situation. Then, sorry. I'm getting a phone call.
Y'all good.
I'm gonna have to pick this up.
Yeah, y'all good.
Sorry about that.
No good.
But yeah, definitely. I would definitely speak with Pred. Pred has ownership of the building.
Yeah.
I think we've had it for a while, but it still has the interior of when we received it.
Yeah, I know that Ruby was looking for someone to do the interior design of it, to have a tactical like floor as well as a meeting room floor on the first floor. I just don't know that she's found anybody. But at this point, it's just sitting there. I mean, shit, I can spend some time in there. It's not going to look as good as someone that's a pro, but I can try and source the stuff and talk with people about it. Just put up some drywall. I know how to do that. So I don't know. I know that she's been looking for some time for somebody to help with it.
Or the interior decorators, or is it the type of interior decoration that we want that people are not?
I think she's trying to get someone that doesn't have a criminal record, and it's becoming impossible.
Okay, I think we're just gonna have to look past that realistically.
I think that's what she started to do.
Because, listen, we will rekey. It's actually going to be very cheap for us because we don't need to run many keys, right? We have our PD keys, which should suffice for most people, except the person we're giving access to do the interior.
Yes, that's the one that we give.
So all we do is rekey after they're done, and then there's no access. Like, I mean, if we're gonna do certain things like similar to the layout of a 24/7 or a Fleeca in certain examples, right? Like, it's really not that. It doesn't need to be kept under wraps.
No, it doesn't.
So I don't see much an issue at all.
Cool.
In that aspect.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
I'm glad we could get that all sorted out. Again, definitely speak with Pred, get his stance on it, because obviously he'd have to add people to the panel and do it. But you definitely have my thumbs up, especially if Marshall's had done something similar.
They had. It was a couple weeks ago, so
yeah, it's really not an issue. However, if we do go through with that, please, let anyone involved know the severity of doing dumb shit.
That will be part of the training that everyone that I have as a tier 2 squad lead will be trained on how to give. It won't just be me saying that. Yep.
Perfect. That's what I want to hear. Aside from that, you are all good.
Cool. And then one other thing before, because I've got a dip in 5 minutes. I know Pred wanted to have a meeting about Bill Mays. Bill has told me, he approached me yesterday. He gave me a copy of the Carmine files, which I saw on the projector, so I think everybody's got a copy. I don't know if you have a copy.
I don't.
Here. Anyway, Bill is looking to... it seems like he's pretty desperate to have his job back. He jokingly held me at gunpoint yesterday as I walked out of the building and then put it away. Yeah, I know that the guy's a little bit unhinged, to be honest.
He just came from rehab.
Right. Yes. But
listen, for what it's worth, I like Bill.
So do I. Is the fucked up part, even though he keeps calling me a snake, even though I'm just an idiot. But regardless, he told me that he plans on taking the stand because they're going to be bringing a ACR against both Pred and Carmine, that they're targeting Pred to try and remove him from his position through Carmine and all the shit that he's been allowing Carmine to do. I don't know who. He told me, he hasn't told me who, but that he's going to be testifying for them, saying he's agreed with them that he's going to be saying everything that happened in that book is true, and that when he takes the stand, he's gonna not say any of it's true. He's like, I never saw any of that. He's gonna pull a reverse on him. He's gonna fuck him, I guess. And I'm like, Bill, that seems dishonest, but he wants to do that because he's that desperate to get his job back.
He doesn't need to do that, but for what it's worth, I've said this to Maxwell, I've said this to quite a few people. I have zero issues. After how Bill explained it to me versus how Pred explained it to me, there
Yeah.
are two very different things.
Yes.
And the way it was explained to Pred sounds like it was painted in a much worse light than it actually was. And listen, Bill thrives. I know you're short on time. Bill thrives on doing, his niche is like doing things that no one else typically wants to do. And there is so much value in having someone like that. Even if Bill can maze things up here and there, it's typically not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, this whole thing was blown way out of proportion.
It was.
And Bill probably didn't have the level of tact required to like explain certain things in the moment to make it not so terrible sounding, which then put everyone on edge. But he didn't mean harm by any of it.
I know he didn't. He told me that he needed to interrogate me and Ruby and that we needed lawyers.
He should have never fucking said interrogation.
That's what he said. And he keeps telling me I didn't say interrogate. I'm like, Bill, yes, you fucking did. I was in the courtroom with you. So I don't know if there's a difference in his perception versus reality, but that is what he did.
But listen, again, I'll make my stance very clear. I would much rather have Bill back than not have Bill at all.
To be honest,
especially after the situation.
Same. As stupid as that sounds, same.
I think there's only a couple people who wouldn't. I would assume Ruby probably wouldn't.
Ruby would be best. Yeah.
Ruby would definitely be upset.
Yeah.
And honestly, Pred, but likely because of Ruby and only Ruby. Like, because when Pred was explaining this, he said Bill's biggest fuck up was contacting the marshals, but based on what Bill said, he didn't actually contact the marshals. Like the way it was, the picture painted to me was he wanted a marshal in the observation room while he was asking this one question. But apparently the marshals were only involved because the marshals were contacted by Ruby. Was it Ruby or you? One of the, I don't know. Something happened.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Ruby. I don't know.
I told Ruby that we were being interrogated, and she kind of exploded. So probably Ruby.
Yeah. I think Ruby contacted marshals to try to get ahead of it.
Probably.
And that's what like derailed everything, because it literally was just going to be a simple question and not I'm painting you in a bad light question. It was literally explaining the whole like why was it a command report, and not as an interrogation, but literally for her to pretty much say, like, we didn't even know this overarching situation existed. Like, because the command report was made before the report for the actual situation. Because it was just a large scale thing. It took forever to process, apparently. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, Bill just texted me.
Yeah, well, there you go. He did
texting me.
He did tell me that he had to read us Miranda, that we could potentially be facing charges as well. So I think that's part of the mazing it up that went real bad with Ruby.
He's sending me the Carmine files.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well,
cool.
We're all in agreement on what we've already discussed, so we're good.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
You get out of here. I don't want to delay you any further.
Awesome. Thank you, Rhodes. Appreciate you.
Have a good one.
You too.